Well, Japan can get overwhelming, and how you spend the first few hours here totally decides if you'll spend the rest being a tourist or a traveler. So we came up with a carefully crafted checklist about things you should do on your first day in Japan to fully blend into this country's way of life. If you're new here, we are Pooja and Shravan, and we've been making travel films for a while now. But this one is different. This is not a travel film, this is a vlog. A raw, unscripted video about 15 quintessentially Japanese things that we did on our first day in Japan to shake off the touristy nervousness and dive straight into Japan's cultural core.
These Tokyo stations go so deep underground, we took 5 escalators to get up here.
We'll be taking the bullet train. So we'll be taking this 1 hour.
Polio dosh mat.
Very obviously, the first checklist in our 15 Japanese quintessential things is the Shinkansen.
This has stopped.
Yeah.
These trains are like thundering. They don't just like go. They like
You can feel.
You know, in these vending machines, you have hot and cold drinks. That's all green tea and coffee and everything. So it's red. All the cold ones are blue in color. One for what you already put in.
Oh,
It's hot.
it's hot?
Yeah. I don't know how they do this, man. It's so fascinating. I'm sure it's very basic for them and they take it for granted, but I'm just like, how are you doing this?
I hardly drink coffee, but. Train. You should just sit here, dude, all day.
Yes,
Watch
all
like 30-40 train pass. Say bye to everyone. I like it. It's actually good.
So we are at this small, I think somewhat industrial town of Shinfuji.
Shinfuji is a station name. I think the town name is Fujiyama.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Sorry guys. So we are in this small sort of industrialish town of Fujiyama, and the name Fujiyama is because this place has really lovely views of Mount Fuji. Unfortunately, we've come here on a partially cloudy day, so we can see the white tip of Mount Fuji.
If at all we don't get the clear views of Mount Fuji today,
At least we know what it looks like.
at least we know what it looks like. So Mount Fuji was a fail, but on a clear day, the town of Fujiyama does offer some of the best views of Mount Fuji. We then took this bad boy back to Tokyo to move on with our checklist.
Whatever we got is what we got. Now we're heading back to Tokyo.
And while we were riding the train, the clouds cleared up, and guess who said hello? So we're back in Tokyo Station, and we are super hungry, and we're going to grab ourselves some Ekibit. That's going to be our brunch for today. The station's got a really nice place where you can just sit and chill, so we're going to sit there and have our brunch. Nice. This should be the soybean meat, the mock meat. There are some dim sums. So if we're having brunch early, does that mean that we'll also have a lunch?
You know what you can't stop hearing about is how Tokyo is a contrast between the old and the new, and how you find relics inside this modern city. And so right now we're going to this shrine to check off the 4th item on our list. That's the entry signage to a koban, and a koban is like a police station that they have at the end of each neighborhood. The police station here looks so open and simple and cute. The mascot is more friendlier than like a play school mascot. 4, 5, 6. That's us.
Really fat pigeons here. You can get fed well, I guess. Okay, it's gotten pretty cold around here, even though it's like shining bright. Anyways, we came to this shrine called Meiji Ginger Shrine because we wanted to go to a shrine which was small and local, which is not touristy at all.
I tried the omikoji at a different shrine and I didn't have the best of fortunes. So I'm trying to rewrite my destiny. Do I want this or do I want this? I'll take this. Good fortune. Depending on your frame of mind, virtue may become evil or disadvantage.
Are you happy or not happy?
No, I want euphoria. I'm like Calvin. I don't want just like happiness. Demanding devotee.
Really small place. We went one round around it. Lots of torii gates to walk around, and a nice little garden. Lots of pigeons. And Pooja also got her fortune told, which didn't go that very well, at least for her standards. Work advertisements. I think if there are any openings, they put it down here, I guess. Okay, we will meet at
next departure.
We are at the Shinjuku station right now, which is the 5th item in our checklist, and the reason we came here is because this station is the world's busiest railway station. About 40 lakh people use this every day, and it's like a massive city within a city. For train watchers, it's a paradise. If you are interested in trains, come here, sit, watch people, watch trains. If you're hungry, go down, go find some restaurants. If you get bored, you can go to Shinjuku next door. Yeah, it's one of those quintessential Japanese things to do. We are heading to the next thing on our list, which is getting a nice view of Tokyo's skyline.
Please watch your step.
We will kick you out and look at you. These are the send you back home. We've been walking underground for the last 10 minutes all the way from the Shinjuku station. Looks like all these skyscrapers in Shinjuku area, including the Tokyo Metropolitan Building that we're going to, have access from the subway.
It is so massive. We have to get to the 45th floor.
We just came down from the Tokyo Metropolitan Buildings Observatory, and I really liked it because unlike the other observatories that we've been to, which are like at a really high level, this was only at the 45th floor, and I personally believe that it's better to go to mid-height because that way you can get to see all the other taller buildings. And the best part is it had live music going on, so that's why I loved it. The next thing on our list was something that was long-standing for us. We would like to extend our apologies to all the rock and grunge fans here. Stand by for some mega cringe.
So it can't happen that we come to Japan and we don't come to a karaoke place. So we are at Karaoke Khan, which is one of the more prominent chains around here in Shinjuku.
Oh man, everything's in Japanese, dude. I think people come here to make out because what they're putting on TV is a little raunchy, exactly. And you have this loud music and really weird lights. Okay, thank God this thing got over because we chose Led Zeppelin's Black Dog, which is like absolute worst song to karaoke to. So we'll choose something more mature, like this one, Going to California. Spend my days with a womankind, smoke my stuff. Well, we began with Led Zeppelin. May Robert Plant's soul rest in peace, and figured that Nirvana might be something that we could attempt with our very limited vocal range. Take a rest as a friend, as I know. We then thought, screw it, let's just ruin some Aerosmith while we are at it, cause who gives a duck? Johnny's got a gun, the whole world's come undone. So we just finished our karaoke session, and that was super fun. I didn't know that I was such a bad singer, but who gives a damn, like I said before. And we absolutely sabotaged some 90s classics. I think we'll go back home and we'll do a lot more karaoke. We're going to kill a lot of songs, but doesn't matter. We then tried our luck at the Pachinko machine, which is basically a Japanese mix of a slot machine and pinball. It's very big in Japan, so we had to put it into our checklist. Now trust us when we say this, we had no idea what was happening here. All we did was press many random buttons, saw hypnotic lights, watched a lot of balls fly around, and lost some money. Did you understand anything that happened inside?
I have no idea. I just know that it's all luck. and I have no idea what we won, what we did, nothing. But Pachinko is so big in Japan. Apparently, it's like a major contributor to their GDP and stuff. I read it online.
I don't know, we put money in, like a lot of freaky stuff happened. It kind of shot all these balls, still all these small balls on the top. They went in random directions, and then there was like weird Tekken anime kind of shit happening on the screen, all full colors and all that. It was one big dopamine rush. At the end of it, after 2 minutes, we just lost $500. And you're in Japan, so you don't want to miss out on things. So yeah.
So we are in front of this bunch of gashapon counters. They're basically capsule toy dispensing machines. And if you've been to Japan or if you come here, you immediately recognize that collectible culture is huge. Like they're collecting cards, they're collecting anime, they're collecting figurines and stuff. And so these dispensers, you put in some money and you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get a capsule toy and it's like a complete surprise. The funda is this: you put 300 yen coins because you need a minimum of 300, and then you crank up the lever. We got 1, we got 3. There we go. What do we have? Oh, it is so cute. I was secretly hoping I get this when I saw. So the thing is, they have all the figures which are in the capsule machine outside. And when I saw this, I was secretly hoping that I get this guy.
Okay, somebody's very happy. We can move on now.
Yeah, let's go.
To 7 p.m. right now, and I think we are done with Shinjuku. So let's catch a metro and get to Shibuya before the shops close.
Well, Shibuya can be defined with just 2 words: organized chaos.
Shibuya crossing is probably the only pedestrian crossing in the world that has its own fan following because of obvious reasons.
It feels like when you're walking through this crossing, there's like a big fat Indian wedding party which is going along with you. It's almost like this shot of being a stampede.
I'm trying to outrun the shadow on my heels. Follow the rhythm.
What do you think? Like it?
I don't know what to say. Like my senses feel assaulted. I'm like, what did I just see? Why did I see this?
You don't need no card trick.
So we are inside this place called Purikura no Mecca, which is like typical photo booth sort of a place where usually like girls get dressed up and they come here to take pictures with their bestie. I've brought Shravan here because I mean,
It just comes so
Can
natural.
be the cutest in the world.
this is insane. You can retouch it. What? Literally like having Snapchat before Snapchat existed.
Well, you've got to listen to your woman sometimes, and this for me was one of those instances. Strangely though, I really loved this one.
Every little thing you do is magic to me.
It was weirdly fun. It was weirdly, I don't know how to say this, but it was a good half an hour spent.
We had been on our feet for almost 12 hours now, and the jet lag was definitely catching up. But we still had a few more items to be knocked off.
This is going to be a slightly fancy place, and we kind of want to reward ourselves because we have had a super tough day.
I ordered a Japanese beer. It's called Kirin Ichiban Shibori. What did you order?
I ordered sake. I'm mostly a teetotaler, but then I really want to try the sake, so this is going to be exciting.
Sure.
Love it.
It's such an unexpected discovery. I thought vegan sushi will be like
Just killing it. that was pretty much our dinner, and it's close to. It's actually 10:30 right now, and we're heading back to our Airbnb. Super tired. We began this day at 7 a.m. in the morning, but we still have one last thing that we want to do.
There was one last thing left on our list, and this one was rather personal.
Okay, so the last item on our checklist was our kind of pilgrimage. We believe this is the ultimate symbol for loyalty and love. So we thought the Hachiko Memorial is the place where we should be ending our 15 Japanese quintessential things to do. If you liked what we did, please do consider leaving a sweet little comment and maybe liking this video. If you loved what we did, please do consider subscribing to our channel. If you didn't, then maybe come back next week. We might have something else that might change your mind. So till we meet you guys again in the next video, take care and goodbye.